Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to WCMP's broadcast of this baseball game today here between the Pine City Dragons and the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers coming into this game at 6-12, the Dragons at 12-5. And we are just about set for first pitch at the plate now is Daniel Johnson for the Hilltoppers. He'll watch the first pitch go by for ball one. Daniel Johnson, a lefty, going up against Nick Plajic, who will get the start on the mound today for the Dragons. That pitch is going to be inside. Ball two. 2-0 now the count. Line up, and the pitch from Plajic is in there for strike one. Count moves to 2-1. So again, 2-1 count here for Johnson. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's going to go in the dirt, bounce to the catcher, and that'll make it ball three. Looking at the lineup, starting with the pitcher, of course, is Nick Plajic. Then it's Ryan Plajic catching. Down at first base will be Isaiah Haas. Then Lucas Struss at second base. Third base will be Dylan Peterson as we await this 3-1 pitch on the way. That one's in there for strike two. So as I mentioned, Dylan Peterson at third. Shortstop will be Cole Waxberg. Over there in right field will be Mason Charles. Left field, Mason Laux. And center field is Daniel Reich. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. That one's just going to be low for ball four, and he'll walk down to first. So no outs and a runner on here for the Hilltoppers. Now up to the plate is Carter Boos, number 00. Runner on first. Plajic will check the runner at first. Runner's going to get back in time. Safely on to first. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. That one's in there for strike one. So Nick Plajic walks the first batter in Daniel Johnson. Now facing off against Carter Boos. Here's the windup in the pitch from Plajic. This one's going to be swung on right towards the runner. The throw on to first is in time for out number one. The runner from first will make it safely into second. Now stepping up to the plate will be Mason Boos. So one out and one on here for the Hilltoppers. Runner on second. Plajic will check the runner. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's going to be high for ball one. As I mentioned, the Dragons are 12-5 on the season. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Plajic. That's what swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch there from Nick Plajic. Drove it by Mason Boos for strike one. 1-1 now the count. The 1-1 pitch is on the way. That one's in there for strike two. Count moves to 1-2 here for Nick Plajic. Trying to get the second out now with a runner on second. Plajic will check that runner, then the pitch. That one swung on and it's going to be fouled off. So Boos will stay alive at the plate. Count remains at 1-2. So lefty Mason Boos going up against Nick Plajic. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's going to ride high for ball two. Brings the count even at 2-2 here. One down and a runner on second here for the Hilltoppers, Nick Plajic. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one swung on and missed for out number two. And that's the first strikeout here for Nick Plajic today. Now stepping up to the plate will be number 32, Finn Prell. Plajic with the pitch. That one's in there for strike one. Looked like it might have been a little bit low, but still caught the edge it needed to. 0-1 pitch from Plajic. That one's going to be too low for ball one. 1-1 now the count here for Finn Prell. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. That one's going to ride high for ball two. 2-1 now the count for Nick Plajic out there on the mound. Two runners are gone, and a runner on second for Duluth Marshall. Plogic will check that runner. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be low. 2-1 now the count. Plogic with the windup and the pitch. Swung on. Move the count to 2-2 now. Plogic with the pitch. That one swung on, and that one's going to ride foul. That one is foul out into the parking lot. Keeps the count even at 2-2. So this game originally was supposed to be played yesterday, but due to the weather that is coming up, and a nice pitch there. Kind of rode a little bit high and inside, but he got the strikeout on Finn Perel. And the Dragons will get out of this inning without surrendering a run. The Hilltoppers strand one out there on second base. And we'll move to the bottom of the first inning here in Pine City. You're listening to baseball here on WCMP.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finliston, Hinckley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
mHealth Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Back here in Pine City for this baseball game. Bottom of the first inning. And leading off for the Dragons will be Mason Charles. Mason Charles out there in right field today for the Dragons. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to ride high for ball one. Out there starting on the mound today for the Hilltoppers will be Finn Perel, who just struck out in the last inning. Top of the first. 1-0 count. Here's the windup and the pitch to Mason Charles. He's going to get that one into the gap. Pass first, and he'll be on to first base safely with a hit. So a single there for Mason Charles, and that'll bring Nick Plogic up to the plate. Here in the bottom of the first inning in Pine City. Perel will check the runner at first. They like to send Charles a lot. That first pitch from Perel is going to be high for ball one. Again, Mason Charles out there on first with a nice hit. Plogic will watch this pitch go by for strike one, and a good throw down to second, but Charles got in under the tag, so he'll be safe at second. And the count now to Nick Plogic is sitting at 1-1. So a good throw there down to second from the catcher. Looked like might have beaten out the runner, but Charles does a good job to get underneath the tag. Plogic will foul this pitch off. Count moves to 1-2 with a runner on second. Prell sets up, checks the runner at second. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung right up the middle to the shortstop and throw on to first in time for out number 1, but it will advance the runner over to third. And that'll bring up Isaiah Haas. Haas has been a pretty good power hitter this year for the Dragons. Looking to get an RBI here. Here's the windup in the pitch. He'll swing on this one. That one should be enough to send the run home. It will be. Throw on to first is going to be in time for out number 2. But it's going to be an RBI. So the Dragons will get the first run on the board here. With an RBI there from Isaiah Haas. Out to the plate is Ryan Plajek. 2 down and nobody on. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and fouled back out of play. Brings count 0-1 now. Dragons lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Plajek awaits this pitch. Here's the pitch. That one he got on top of, gets it into the outfield, and that's a base hit for Ryan Plajek. So Plajek will keep this inning alive here for the Dragons. And that'll bring up Mason Laux to the plate. He's over there in left field today. Two down and one on here for the Dragons. Laux watches this pitch from Perel, and he'll swing on it. It's going to be popped up. Sometimes those can fall, and it will. It is going to fall. So it's going to fall, and runners will be safe. So now stepping up to the plate will be Cole Waxberg. Cole has a really good chance here to get another run across the board. 2 down, 2 on. Perel with the windup in the pitch. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. 0-1 the count here for Cole Waxberg. Bottom of the first, Dragons lead 1-0. Perel will check the runners. Here's the windup in the pitch. Cole Waxberg is going to swing on this one. It's going to get past the shortstop, and there will be no play on any of the bags. And Waxberg will get on safely. That'll load the bases here for Dylan Peterson. Peterson, another good contact hitter this year. If he can get on top of one, that'll definitely send a run home. Bases loaded, 2 down. Perel with the windup and the pitch. Peterson is going to ground one to the shortstop. The throw on to first is in time for out number 3. So the Dragons score 1, but strand 3 there as we get ready for the top of the second inning when we come back here on WCMP.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our Rapid Mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Top of the second inning here in Pine City. Dragons lead 1-0 over the Hilltoppers. As now stepping up to the plate will be, I believe that's number 23, Owen Marsolek. It is. So Owen Marsolek will be up to the plate. He's going to get this one high in the air. It's going to reach the gap there and right center field. So he'll be on with a base hit. And now stepping up to the plate is Oscar Tim. Runner on first, Nick Plajek will check that runner. Throw is not in time, the runner back safely. Plajek will set up, here's the windup and the pitch. That one's gonna be high for ball one. Plajek has 2 strikeouts in this game so far. Of course, both came in that first inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Gonna be low for ball 2. Good block though there from Ryan Plajek, making sure that one stays in front. So Nick Plajek will set up with a 2-0 count here for Oscar Tim. Here's the windup and the pitch. The runner will go, and that will be hit into the gap there, right past the second baseman. The runner from first might try to come home. No, he'll be given the stop sign at third there. So now the Hilltoppers will have runners on the corners here with no outs. Now stepping up to the plate is Kate Olson. Kate Olson in a good spot for the Hilltoppers for them to score their first run. And no outs and runners on the corners. Plajek with the windup and the pitch. That one's in there. And the runner from first will go to second. And Ryan Plajek threw it down to third, I think, just to maybe throw the runner at second a little bit off. So 0-1 count now for Kate Olson. Here's the windup in the pitch from Plajek. That one swung on and fouled off. Out of play. And that moves the count to 0-2. This would be a big out here for the Dragons if they were able to get it without surrendering a run. Again, no outs and 2 on. Here's the windup and the pitch from Plajek. That one's going to be low for ball 1. Again, good block there from Ryan Plajek to make sure he keeps that one in front of him. Because if that rolls back at all, it's a deep backstop here in Pine City. That might send one runner. That one's going to be in there for strike 3. Kate Olson goes down looking. And now stepping up to the plate will be Owen Hayden. 1 down and runners on second and third here for the Hilltoppers. Plajek with the windup in the pitch. That one's high for ball 1. Again, Nick Plajek throwing it to Ryan Plajek today. So Nick Plajek with a 1-0 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's in there. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Brings the count to 1-1 now. Nick Plajek with the windup and the pitch. Ooh, that one just high. Just couldn't clip that top shelf of the strike zone. And it moves the count to 2-1. Plajek with the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and fouled back to the backstop and out of play. Moves the count even at 2-2 now. A strikeout here for Plajek would be huge, as that would give them 2 outs and wouldn't allow a runner to score. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. And that is exactly what the Dragons needed. As now 2 outs and 2 on, and Weston Huron comes to the plate. Blazek with the windup in the pitch. Swung on and missed. Kind of a half-hearted swing there from Huron. He wanted to swing, but then at the last second thought differently. But it does go around enough. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be high for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Again, 2 straight strikeouts here for Nick Plajek. Has given him 2 outs. Took something off that one. And it's strike 2. 1-2 now the count for Plajek. And I'm sure he's looking for the 3rd consecutive strikeout. And he's going to get it right there. Weston Huron goes down looking. And Plajek gets out of that inning with 3 strikeouts in a row. And does not allow a run to score. So good defense there from the Dragons and good pitching from Nick Plajek will keep this at a 1-0 game for the Dragons as we head into the bottom of the 2nd inning here on WCMP.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Bottom of the 2nd inning here in Pine City. Dragons lead the Hilltoppers from Duluth Marshall 1-0. Nick Blazek, after that strong performance in the top of the 2nd inning, has 5 strikeouts on the day. Hilltoppers were able to get 2 runners on, and then they were able to get them into scoring position on 2nd and 3rd. And Blazek came back with 3 straight strikeouts to get them out of that inning without surrendering a run. And now that leads the Dragons up to the plate, and Lucas Struss will lead off here for Pine City. That first pitch is going to be just inside for ball 1. Again, it's Finn Prell pitching for the Hilltoppers today. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit, and Struss got this one, but he popped it up to the left fielder. Gets to it in time for out number 1. He got some good contact on that one, but stayed up just a little too long there. Left fielder will get to it. And now that brings up Daniel Reich. Reich out there in center field today. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1 now the count here for Reich. Well, with the windup and the pitch. It's going to be bunted, an attempted bunt and missed. That'll make it 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Oh, and Reich's going to go down looking. So we're back to the top of the order here for the Dragons. Mason Charles will step up to the plate. 2 down and nobody on. With the windup and the pitch. It's going to be outside, ball 1. One-0 count. Prell will set up. Here's the windup and the pitch. Charles gets to this one. Oh, almost hits the pitcher, but it goes right past him into the outfield, and Charles will be on with another base hit. So Charles is on base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second as Nick Plajek steps back up to the plate. Plajek sets up, as does the pitcher Prell. Going to check the runner at first, and Charles is back safely. The Dragons like to send Charles quite often here. Seemingly almost every time he reaches first, they like to send him. So not a bad idea there for Prell to check him. Meanwhile, here's the windup and the pitch to Plajek. It's going to be high for ball 1. So 1-0 the count for Nick Plajek. 2 down and a runner on. Prell will check that runner at first, and Charles again is back safely. Charles has done a good job this season with stealing second. Even when the throw is good from the catcher, he just seemingly slides under the tag. Prell with the 1-0 count. Again, he'll check the runner, and this time Charles got caught. And now we're in a pickle, and Charles trying to get back to first, and he'll be tagged out. So that'll be the 3rd out here of the bottom of the 2nd inning. Sometimes it pays to just keep going back to that well of trying to catch him, and that time they did. And that'll be the 3rd out here, as we'll head to the top of the 3rd inning here in Pine City with the Dragons leading 1-0 over Duluth Marshall.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Dragons leading 1-0 as we reach the top of the 3rd inning. This will be the Dragons' regular season finale as we get ready for the playoffs here coming up next Tuesday. Not sure where the Dragons will play yet. We'll have to probably finish out this week of play and then figure out where they will be playing at on Tuesday. As Daniel Johnson will step back into the batter's box. He is the top of the order here for the Hilltoppers. He reached base on a walk his last time up. Plajek with the windup and the pitch. That one just misses. It's going to be ball 1. Plajek with the windup and the pitch. That one's going to bounce to the catcher Plajek, and that'll bring the count to 2-0 now. Beautiful day for baseball. Sitting at about 59, 60 degrees here at the start of this one. A little bit of a wind blowing in, and that one is going to be in there for strike 1 from Nick Plajek. Of course, tomorrow it's supposed to be a wet and cold day as the pitch from Plajek is going to be popped up. And it's in an awkward spot where somebody's going to get to it, maybe, and they will. Looks like it's the shortstop, Cole Waxberg, who gets to it. Well, that'll be out number 1. That's in a spot there and right off third base, but so just far back enough to where the third baseman might have a hard time getting to it, and just up enough where the left fielder has to really sprint to get to it. Meanwhile, this pitch is swung on and missed here by Carter Boos with a runner down already. Oh, 1 the count. Plagic. This one will be hit right back to Nick Plagic, and he'll get it in his glove for out number 2. So now stepping into the batter's box is Mason Boos, the lefty. 2 down quickly here for the Hilltoppers, and Nick Plagic trying to make quick work of it. This one's going to be tipped foul. Mason Boos got a piece of it. Gonna go foul, and count will be 0-1. Pitch from Plagic is going to be hit and popped up. And the center fielder, Reich, gets to it for out number 3. That one was in another tough spot there. The right fielder trying to field it, didn't look like he could get under it in time, and the center fielder, Reich, he'll get to it in time as Daniel Reich has some rockets attached to his feet. He is very quick out there. He gets to that one in time for out number 3, and the Dragons do not surrender a run as the Hilltoppers go 1, 2, 3 in that inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd here in this game. As I mentioned earlier, Dragons sitting at 12-5, looking to end the regular season with a win. In their last 10 games, they're 7-3, with losses to Aiken and Evelyn Gilbert. Then they split a doubleheader with Hinckley Finlayson. They lost the first game of that one 2-0, but then won in the second game of the doubleheader 8-0. So they split that series there with Hinckley Finlayson. Hinckley Finlayson in their own right having a good year, as is Bram. This conference is a really good baseball conference this year. Pine City opened up this season with 4 straight wins over Moose Lake, Ogilvie, Mora, and 2 Harbors before suffering their first 2 losses on the year in a doubleheader to Bram. It was a pitcher's duel in that doubleheader there in Bram, and it was a really good game between those 2 squads. The score was 2-3 and 2-0, and it was a true pitcher's match in those 2 games. We'll get a couple more warm-up pitches in here for the Hilltoppers, and we'll be set to go. Of course, stay tuned to WCMP. We'll keep you up to date on all the playoff brackets, not just for Pine City, but all the surrounding teams. Meanwhile, it's going to be Nick Plagic at the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch from Prell. That one's going to be tapped foul. Plagic did get something on it. Prell with the windup and the pitch. This one's going to be low for ball 1. And now it'll be 1-1. The count here for Nick Plagic. Prell awaiting the signal from the catcher. Gets it, he'll set up. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's low, but it'll get past the catcher all the way to the backstop. No runners on, so it won't matter. 2-1 count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Plagic will hit this one. It'll be a tapper down to the shortstop. He cannot get to it cleanly, and Plagic will be on. Shortstop did a good job of getting to it, but just couldn't grab it cleanly. He'll get past him, and again, Plagic on safely. Now Isaiah Haas up to the plate. He does have an RBI in this one, though he was thrown out at first. His last at-bat. Burrell checks the runner at first. Here's the windup in the pitch to Haas. That one's gonna just tap that outside corner for strike one. Burrell checking the runner at first again. Here's the windup and the pitch. Haas watches that one go by for ball one. That's a tough one to lay off there for any batter, but he does a good job being patient at the plate. It's 1-1. Probably gonna check the runner at first. Plojic is back safely. But again, we've seen Perel go to that well a couple of times there in that last inning to get Charles in a rundown situation and is eventually tagged out. He'll go back to that well once again, and now here's the windup in the pitch from Perel. Isaiah Haas will get on top of this one a little too much. He'll pop it up, but it might fall, and it will. So that one gets down, and the runners will be safe. Isaiah Haas on, as is Nick Plojic. And now stepping up to the plate is Ryan Plojic. Nobody out and 2 runners on. Got a runner in scoring position here. Bottom of the third. Here's the windup and the pitch. Plojic. That was a good one to swing at, but it goes foul. Here's the windup and the pitch from Perel, and that one's going to be swung on and fouled back again. Oh-2 is the count now for Ryan Plojic. Here's the windup and the pitch. Plojic will get on top of this one. He held back on that change in pace of a pitch, and everyone will be safe. So bases loaded now for Mason Laux. So the lefty, Mason Laux, will step up to the plate. Nobody out, and he's got the bases loaded. Base hit here could send 2 of them home. For sure one. Trying to extend the Dragon lead. Perel will set up. Here's the windup in the pitch. Laux will get this one. The throw to home is going to get the lead runner out. So that'll be a fielder's choice as Laux is safe at first, but the player at home is out due to the force out. Bases are still loaded, and Cole Waxberg is up to the plate. And a base hit is all they need to score a run. Here's the windup and the pitch. Waxberg's going to duck away from that one. It's going to be a little bit inside for ball one. Even if you pop it up in the outfield, you're still going to get a sac fly here. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Waxberg holds off on that swing. Good idea, as that one trails outside for ball two. 2-0 now the count here to Cole Waxberg with the bases loaded and 1 out. Perel with the windup and the pitch. That one's low as Waxberg checks his swing. Count will be 3-0 now, and more than likely he'll just watch this pitch go by anyways, as usually you don't see batters swing with a 3-0 count. He'll keep that one on his shoulder, and he will watch that one go by for strike one. So the count moves to 3-1 now. Again, 1 out and bases loaded. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be ball 4, and it'll be a walk there for Cole Waxberg, and that will bring another run home. So 2-0. as Peterson steps up to the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch. Peterson going to get on this one. It's going to get past the first baseman. And that'll be a base hit, and that'll send one run home. That'll send another run home. So an RBI single there for Dylan Peterson. So 2 runs have scored, and that'll make it 4-0. And now Lucas Struss up to the plate with 1 out and 2 runners on. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. So 0-1 the count now to Lucas Struss. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 for Lucas Struss with 2 runners on, a runner in scoring position, and only 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch from Perrell. That one's going to be swung on and missed for strike number 2. Struss now with 2-2 count. Struss, 2-2 count, 2 runners on, 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. Inside, ball 3, the runner is going to be out at third. So the steal for third is no good, but the runner from first will be safe at second. Struss, so that is now a 2-2 count. Struss, here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on, and that one's going to be hit past the third baseman. And the runner will be sent home. And he'll be safe. And it's going to be an RBI double there for Lucas Struss. That'll make it a 5-0 lead here for the Dragons as Daniel Reich will now come up to the plate. So a runner on with 2 down. Here's the windup in the pitch. It's a little bit inside. Here's the windup in the pitch from Perrell. That one's going to be swung on and tapped foul. Again, Daniel Reich at the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and lifted. It's going to get past the shortstop. That should be enough to score another run. It will be. And that'll be the 6th run to come across the board here for the Dragons. RBI single there for Daniel Reich. Now it's Mason Charles back up to the plate. He's so far 2 for 2 on the day. Still only 1 down here. One down and a runner on first. Here's the windup and the pitch is swung on and hit by Charles. And that'll be a base hit. Charles 3 for 3 so far. That's now Nick Plajek. Will step up to the plate. We're going to get a mound visit here for Duluth Marshall. And while they do that, we'll take a quick commercial break. You're listening to baseball here on WCMP.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finliston, Hinkley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
That pitch is going to be inside for ball 1 there for Nick Plajic. Here's the windup and the pitch. Plajic will get on top of this one. And I don't think anybody's going to get to it in time. They won't. And Plajic will be aboard with a base hit. That'll load the bases now. So the scoreboard has changed. There are 2 outs. With the bases loaded here for Isaiah Haas. Pitch to him. That one's swung on, and that one's lifted to left field. That could be gone. It's at the track, and it's going to be caught at the fence. Oh, Haas got good contact on that one. But it was not enough to get it over the fence, as it was just short. But the Dragons do score 5 more runs as they extend their lead now to 6-0 over the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. So we'll head to the top of the 4th inning here in Pine City. Again, this is the regular season finale here for Pine City, trying to wrap up their regular season with a win and improve their seeding possibly. While they take a second to get warmed up and get out on the field, we'll take a quick commercial break. You're listening to Baseball on WCMP.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota, it's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Top of the 4th inning. Duluth Marshall at the plate. It's Finn Prell, the starting pitcher here for the Hilltoppers. He'll get this one and hit it foul. Well, that one goes foul, and count moves to 0-1. Dragons lead here, 6-0 in the top of the 4th. Plajic's pitch is in there for strike 2. Count now moves to 0-2 here. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Plajic. Just low, and that'll be ball 1. One-two the count for Perel. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. That'll be another strikeout added to his tally today. That makes it 6 strikeouts today. Now it's Owen Marsolik at the plate here for Duluth Marshall. He got a base hit the last time he was up. First pitch to him is going to be low for ball 1. 1-0. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be fouled back out of play. And that'll move the count now to 1-1. Again, Owen Marsalek. There's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and fouled back out of play once again. That moves the count 1-2 now. 1 down. Nobody on here for the Hilltoppers. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. Inside for ball 2. Two the count. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. One's going to be just high. And that'll bring the count full. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on, and that one's going to be fouled out of play. We'll get some more baseballs into play. And we'll get to it. Plajic with the pitch. That one's going to be ball 4. And Marsolek will walk down to first. Good battle there at the plate. As now Oscar Tim steps up to the batter's box. So far 1 down and a runner on here for the Hilltoppers. Plajic will check the runner at first, and he will be back in time. So the runner is safe there at first. Plajic will set up. He'll keep an eye on that runner at first. He'll check back again. Runner is safe again, but again, sometimes you just dip into that well a couple more times and might catch that runner off guard. So Plajic will set up. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be swung on and fouled back out of play. 0-1 now to Oscar Tim. Plajic with the pickoff attempt. That one was close, but he's going to be back safe again. Plajic will set up. Here's the windup and the pitch. Runner is going to be going. The throw is... It was in time, but they're not going to tag him. So the pitch was a strike. The throw looked to be in time, but they did not get the tag before he was on base. Runner on second, Plajic. This one is going to be hit to deep center field, and Reich will get to it, but no, the runner from second will not tag to third. A beautiful throw back into the infield from Daniel Reich. We'll keep their runner there at second. And now Kate Olson will be at the plate here for the Hilltoppers. 2 down and a runner on. Plajic with the windup and the pitch, high for ball 1. One all the count for Kate Olson. Plajic with the windup and the pitch. Ooh, that one's going to be just low. 2-0 now the count. Plajic with the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to be hit foul. Count now sits at 2-1. Plajic will check that runner on second before getting the pitch, and that one's going to get just past the pitcher. Throw from the shortstop onto first in time for out number 3. So the Hilltoppers will strand one, and the Dragons get out of there without giving up another run. So 4 scoreless innings here for Duluth Marshall. Meanwhile, the Dragons are on top 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Ryan Plajek will lead off here for the Dragons. 2 for 2 on the day. Here's the windup and the pitch. Was going to be swung on and hit right to the shortstop. Throw on to first is in time, but Plajek, man, he was close to beating that one out. That'll be out number 1. Mason Laux will now step up to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice his last at bat. Here's the windup and the pitch. Laux waited on that pitch he took something off of, and it's going to get by the left fielder, and Laux will be into second safely. So a double there for Laux, and now Cole Waxberg will come up to the plate. Reached on a walk his last time at bat. They've got one out and a runner on second in scoring position for Waxberg. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 1. We're going to get a second for the pitcher to tie his shoe. But we're back to action quickly. 1-0 is the count here for Waxberg. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's going to be low for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Again, only one out. And a runner on second here for the Dragons. Waxberg will watch this one go by for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Waxberg will get this one, and the throw, they're going to get a rundown with the runner from second. The tag is there for out number 2. Runner Waxberg is safe at first. So that'll bring up Dylan Peterson. Peterson got the RBI single last time up. 2 down and a runner on first. Here's the windup and the pitch. Low for ball 1. Pitcher checking the runner at first. Here's the windup and the pitch. Peterson will get this one popped up right to the second baseman, and he'll get under it for out number 3. So the Dragons unable to do anything there in terms of getting any runs across in that inning, but they still lead 6-0 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. When we come back here, you're listening to baseball on WCMP.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Top of the fifth inning in Pine City. Leading off for the Hilltoppers will be number 37, Owen Hayden. He struck out his last time at bat. Logic gets set. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's going to be tapped foul. Hayden did get a piece of it. The second pitch is going to be fouled back out of play. Oh, 2 now the count. Logic with the pitch. Just low and a little bit outside. 1-2 now the count. Logic. This pitch will be low, and that evens up the count at 2-2. Two now the count. Logic with the pitch. That was going to be swung on and tapped to the shortstop. And the throw on to first, not in time. Hayden with some speed over there. He'll be on safely. So now it'll be Weston Heron. Excuse me, that's Quentin Roth. So we did get a change here. It was Weston Heron. Now it will be Quentin Roth. Umpire was a little bit confused as he did not notice the switch. So again, Quentin Roth at the plate now for the Hilltoppers. One out and one on. Or excuse me, no, it is no outs as Hayden, he did reach. Logic with the pitch. That one swung on and missed. Count is 1-1 here for Roth. Logic with the 1-1 pitch. That one swung on and hit past the third baseman. He'll get into the outfield, and left fielder will get it in. He'll keep the runners at first and second, but Roth is on first. And now it's Daniel Johnson back up to the plate. That one's in there for strike one from Nick Pelajek. Nobody out and 2 runners on here for the Hilltoppers in the top of the 5th inning. Pelajek, that one's going to be hit towards right center. It's going to get down. That's going to roll a ways. And the runner will go home. He'll be safe. So an RBI single there for Daniel Johnson. 6-1 will now be the score. What a quick mound visit here for the Dragons. Again, no outs and 2 on here for the Hilltoppers when we come back from the mound visit. That was Daniel Johnson who reached base and sent a runner home. Now Carter Boos will be at the plate. Still with 2 runners on, nobody out. Plajek. This one's going to ride high. Boos was looking to possibly bunt there. 1-0 count. Bunt attempt, and that one's going to be in there for strike 1. Boos pulled back right at the last second, and didn't matter because it was a strike anyways. Plashik checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. Just clipped at lower half of the strike zone. 1-2. Now the count. Here's the pitch from Plajek. Just low. That evens the count at 2-2. Here's the windup in the pitch from Plajek. Swung on and missed. That'll be out number 1 here for the Dragons. 7 strikeouts so far for Nick Plajek. I'm sure he wants some more to help get them out of this inning. Mason Boos now at the plate. Here's the windup in the pitch. Low for ball 1. 1 out here for the Hilltoppers and 2 runners on. Runner in scoring position. Plajek checks that runner at second. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, that one is just a tad high. And count moves to 2-0 now for Mason Boos. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and right to the shortstop, throw it on to the second baseman for the double play. Great job there by the shortstop to grab that and then throw it on to the second baseman who tagged the base for out number 3. So a good way to get out of that inning there for the Dragons. They still lead 6-1 heading into the bottom of the 5th inning.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finliston, Hinckley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
Lucas Struss will lead off here for the Dragons. We have a new pitcher here for the Hilltoppers. It's going to be Owen Hayden on the mound. Oh, his first pitch looked a little bit low, but they're going to call it strike. So 0-1 is the count here for Struss. Here's the windup in the pitch. Struss, he's going to get it little bit of a piece of that one. It's going to be hit foul. It's 0-2 now. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Struss swings and misses. He does have a chance to run down to first, but the throw on to first is in time for out number 1. Daniel Reich will now step to the plate. Hayden with the windup and the pitch. Just clipping that outside edge for strike 1. Here's the windup and the pitch. Reich 0-1 swinging. Throw on to first from the third baseman is, I don't think it would have been in time anyways. Reich is just that fast. So he'll reach base safely. And we'll go back to the top of the order with Mason Charles now at the plate with 1 out and a runner on. He's 3 for 3 so far. Again, runner on first, 1 down. Hayden with the windup in the pitch. Charles gets this one into the outfield, and it's not going to be in time. The center fielder dove, but he didn't get to it in time, and ooh, not good. He looks to be in a bit of pain, unfortunately, out there. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he just landed a little bit funny and maybe just got a little bit the wind knocked out of him. Again, the center fielder out there for the Hilltoppers. He dove for that one, but just missed it. Got up a little gingerly. And hopefully he's okay. Looks like we're gonna have a visit here from the Hilltoppers coach with one umpire, then he's gonna go to the other. Not sure what the coach is looking for here. So it's a longer discussion here between coach and ump. But whatever it is, we are back to play. 1 down. 1 down and 2 runners on here for Nick Plajek. Hayden with the pitch. Plajek will hit this one straight back, foul out of play. Base hit will definitely send 1 run home. Maybe even 2. Hayden will set up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Plajek will get this one, and it stays just a little too high in the air, and surprisingly, the Dragons will not tag up and get a run home. They certainly had plenty of time. So unfortunately, no tag up there, and Isaiah Haas will be at the plate. With 2 down, here's the windup in the pitch. Haas is going to watch this one go by for strike 1. Haas will hit this one. This one's headed towards right field. It's going to get down, and it's going to be down for a base hit, and that'll get both runners on the bags home. So an RBI double there for Isaiah Haas. He makes it 8-1. So an RBI double there for Haas is now Ryan Plajek. Steps up to the plate, 2 down. He's got that lone runner out there on second. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled back out of play. Right over the Hilltopper dugout. 0-1 is the count. Here's the windup in the pitch. Plajek hits this one right to the shortstop. The throw on to first in time for out number 3. But before the third and final out, the Dragons do get 2 more runs to come across the board thanks to Isaiah Haas's RBI double there. And the Dragons lead 8-1 now as we head into the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Baseball on WCMP.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Top of the 6th inning here in Pine City. We'll get a bit of a switch here for Pine as Ryan Plajek will be on the mound now. And Nick Plajek will move to third. Meanwhile, Dylan Peterson will come and play catcher. Ryan Plajek's first pitch is swung on and missed here by Finn Prell. Plajek with the 0-1 pitch is swung on and hit right to the shortstop. The throw on to first. Going to be in time for out number 1. So now Owen Marcellek at the plate. His team trailing 8-1 with 1 gone already here in the top of the 6th. Plajek with the pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Just inside. For 1-1 now will be the count. The 1-1 pitch gets just past Plajek, but the throw on to first in time for out number 2. 2 down, as it's Oscar Tim who will be at the plate for Duluth Marshall. Ryan Plajek looking to make this a quick inning here for the Dragons. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 1. 0-1 pitch is on the way from Plajek. That one is swung on and hit to the shortstop. He gets in front of it. The throw on to first, that's going to be a tough play. Unfortunately, the runner is safe. That's a good play there by the shortstop, though. Tough play made. The throw was just maybe a half a step behind. So Cade Olson will now be at the plate. 2 down. Checks the runner at first. He'll be back safely. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside for ball 1 for Kate Olson. And 2 down and a runner on first here for the Hilltoppers. Ryan Plajek sets up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ooh, that one's going to be just inside as well. 2-0 now the count. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and hit to the shortstop. Oh, and he can't handle it cleanly. So runners will be safe. He would have had the play at second easily, but unfortunately, maybe just overran it a tad, as the runners are safe. And Owen Hayden at the plate. So 2 down, but now the Hilltoppers have 2 runners on. Masaki Hirata will be the pinch runner there for Kate Olson. This one is hit right over the third baseman's head. This is going to send 1 run home. The throw from the left fielder. This might be close. The play at the plate. He's out. Oh, what a throw there from the left fielder, Mason Laux. That throw was a frozen rope to the catcher, and it's in there in time to get the out. Wow. What a throw there from Mason Laux to get the play at the plate, and he got the out. Just a beautiful throw from the left fielder there to get the final out of that inning. Now his team will come up to the plate and try and grab a couple more runs here. Need 3 for that 10-run rule, and of course they don't need to score anymore. Their pitching has been very good here in this game. Well, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here with the Dragons leading 8-1. You're listening to baseball here on WCMP.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
We're ready for the top of the 6th inning. Still at that pitcher spot is Owen Hayden here for the Hilltoppers. Mason Laux, who had that beautiful throw into the catcher to get the final out of that top of the 6th inning, he'll be leading off here for the Dragons. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. This pitch here is going to be outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count here for Laux. Here's the windup and the pitch. Outside for ball 3, so 3-0 the count. And Laux will probably keep the bat on his shoulders here. Here's the windup and the pitch. That is inside, and that'll be a walk. So Laux watches 4 balls go by, and he'll walk to first. And now Cole Waxberg will come up to the plate with Laux on first. Nobody out. He'll check the runner at first, but he'll get back in time. Hayden with the windup and the pitch. Ooh, that one swung on and missed, or it is hit, but tipped back. That one was a little bit high in the zone there. Waxberg, I think, knew it as soon as he swung, but 0-1 is the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's in there, an off-speed pitch. Drops in there for strike 2. So Waxberg down now on the count, 0-2. with a runner on first and nobody out. Waxberg. That off-speed pitch is going to get outside just enough, but the throw then down to first by the catcher almost catches Laux off guard, but he does get back safely. So 1-2 count here for Waxberg. And Laux is back safely after the pitcher throws it on to first. The first baseman didn't grab it cleanly and got away from his glove, but Laux going to stay at first. Hayden with a 1-2 count here for Cole Waxberg. This one swung on and missed. So Cole Waxberg will strike out. He'll go down swinging. That'll be out number 1 as Dylan Peterson now at the plate. Just watched the first out there go by with a strikeout. He's got a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Peterson gets on top of this one a little bit too much. It's popped up right at the shortstop. He'll have it for out number 2. Now that brings up Lucas Struss to the plate. Two down and a runner on first for Lucas Struss. He's 1 for 3 so far today. Hayden checks the runner at first. The throw over, not in time as Laux is back safely. We're going to get time here. Looks like the catcher's going to come have a word with the pitcher real quick. So just a quick word and catcher comes back. Catcher maybe sees something pitcher didn't. Maybe he's telling him how to get this third and final out here. Throw over to first, not in time. So again, Laux is back safely. Struss at the plate. Hayden keeping an eye on that runner at first, and Laux, it's a good jump, and he'll be safe at second. Good jump there from Mason Laux, and now Struss has a runner in scoring position. That pitch to him previous was a ball. Here's the windup in the pitch. That one's inside for a ball as well. 2-0 the count. Hayden sitting with a 2-0 count, 2 down and a runner on second. He'll check that runner out second real quick, then throw the pitch, and Struss hits this one right to the shortstop. The throw on to first is in time for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 7th, what could be the final inning here in this game. Duluth Marshall needs at least 7 to get it to the bottom of the 7th inning. So a tall task here for the Hilltoppers, especially with how well the Dragons have been pitching in this game. Still Ryan Plojek out there on the mound for this top of the 7th inning. The Dragons lead 8-1. And again, the Dragons 12-5 on the season. Looking to improve their ranking for the section playoffs beginning next Tuesday. We still have some baseball going on around the listening area. Depending on this game and those games, it will determine where the Dragons will fall in that section playoffs. course, WCMP will be out at the section playoffs no matter where there are. We'll cover these local teams for you. The first pitch to Quentin Roth from Plogic is low for ball 1. Plogic has this one high and swung on and missed by Roth. Looked like Roth was expecting something right down the middle. This one's going to be fouled straight back out of play. Now moves to 1-2. Plogic with the pitch. Ooh, that one just, and I mean just, inside. For ball 2, 2-2 now the count here for Quentin Roth. Plogic. This one's going to be tipped back, foul. Count remains 2-2. Plogic with the 2-2 pitch. Took something off it, but Roth did get a piece of it. So count remains 2-2. Plogic with the pitch. This one's going to be popped up, and it will go foul out of play. Good battle that's played here between Roth and Ryan Plogic. We're about 7 pitches into this one. Plogic. Again, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. So the throw on to first will be in time for out number 1. That's a strikeout there for Ryan Plogic. As now at the plate will be their leadoff batter, Daniel Johnson. Got an RBI his last time at bat. This first pitch to him is going to be in there for strike 1. Plogic throwing the heater by him. 0-1 the count. Plogic. This one's going to reach a little bit inside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count here for Daniel Johnson. With 1 out, here's the pitch from Plogic. That one swung on and hit right at the second baseman. He'll get to it, throw on to first, in time for out number 2. So 2 gone, and the Hilltoppers are down to their final out here. It's Carter Booz. 2 outs. Nobody on for the Hilltoppers. Ryan Plogic looking to finish out this game. This one is going to be hit right to right field, and the dive is not going to be in time. So just missing on the dive out there in right field. And Booz will be on. Now Mason Booz will step up to the plate. Right fielder, I mean, he was just maybe a half a step away from grabbing that out. Good effort, though, and not only that, he kept it in front of him. This one's going to be hit to right center. It is caught by Daniel Reich out there in center field. That was about 10 feet from the fence, so a good out there from Daniel Reich, and that will end this game as the Dragons get the victory 8-1 over Duluth Marshall. Duluth Marshall will fall to 6-13. The Dragons will improve to 13-5. Of course, now we just await to see what their seeding will be for the section playoffs. We'll keep you up to date on that, but before we go, we'll take another word from our fine sponsors. When we come back, I'll recap this game and tell you what's coming up next for WCMP. You're listening to baseball here on WCMP.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it. to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance in Finliston, Hinckley, or Mora today at townandcountry-ins.com.
At Aquarius in Connecticut, it's about making things easier, better. With on-demand efficiency, Connecticut solves problems like orange rust stains, white scale buildup, funny odors, and removes contaminants. Whether city or well, it's amazing water every day. Contact Aquarius Home Services, your local authorized Connecticut dealer, to schedule your free water analysis and save up to 25% on a new Connecticut system. At Aquarius, our goal is to always provide amazing service and earn the right to be recommended. We're just a click away at ConnecticutMN.com.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota, it's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here in Pine City, the Dragons get the victory over Duluth Marshall 8-1. Now, this was actually a section matchup between these two teams, Section 7 AA. Pine City does get the best of, again, the Hilltoppers 8-1. Now, looking at Pine City, they moved to 13-5. Looking at their bats, Mason Charles, he went 4 for 4, and that's probably part of the reason why he is their leadoff batter. He was playing in right field today. Nick Plajek, who started on the mound for them, went 2 for 4. He had 7 strikeouts out there at that pitcher spot. He was eventually replaced by Ryan Plajek there in the 6th inning. Moving on to Isaiah Haas, he went 1 for 4. He had an RBI double there in his last at bat. He didn't reach base his first at bat, but he did get the RBI. Then he reached on an error. Then Ryan Plajek, who did come in for Nick Plajek there in the 6th inning, he got 2 hits in his first 2 at bats. And then when he came on for Nick Plajek, he did get 1 strikeout. Mason Laux, he was 1 for 3 today. He reached on an error in the fielder's choice. Then he got a double and walked his last at-bat. Cole Waxberg, he was also 1 for 3. He reached his first at-bat, then walked, then a fielder's choice, then struck out. Dylan Peterson, he was 1 for 4 today. He reached on an RBI single. Lucas Struss, he was another one who was 1 for 4. He reached on an RBI double in his second at-bat. Then Daniel Reich went 2 for 3 today. He struck out his first time, then got an RBI single, and then he reached his last at-bat. Now looking at the section tournament in baseball here for the Pine City Dragons, as I mentioned, they are Section 7 AA right now, and right now they sit at the number 7 spot in the QRF rankings. So that can change today, as I mentioned, as this was a section matchup between these two. They could look to jump Pequot Lakes, who's sitting in that 6th spot, so they could move into that number 6th seed, but either way, they'll be playing up north, either in Proctor, Ely. I think there's one other spot they could possibly play as well. So a road trip, but WCMP will make that road trip to bring you the local spring playoff sports action to you. Of course, stay tuned to Pine City. We'll have you up to date on all of the standings, all the section standings, on where the playoffs will be, what teams will be where, of all the teams in our listening area. So stay tuned to the WCMP Sports Morning Show. Well, the morning show, and we'll have sports on the morning show at 7:45 and 8:45, of course, with our host Joshua Miron. So again, stay tuned to WCMP for that. You can also listen to KBEK, as that we'll have a sports update on there every morning at 7:30 and 8:30 with Rock and Robin Riley. But again, the final here in Pine City, the Dragons beat Duluth Marshall 8-1 and grab their 13th win on the season and get the finish out the regular season with a win. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your night.